Why get the Tyler deal done now?
Well, it's been just part of the process and the plan that we've had, that look after our guys and take care of them when we can. It's no different than what we've done in the past. Tyler's been a great Seahawk, an incredibly productive player. You check his numbers, nobody's done more than he's done in the years he's been in the league in terms of total yards, and he's just been such a great competitor for us that it's a great chance to reward him accordingly and make him a Seahawk for a long time.
In addition to just the production, what he showed you last year in terms of getting back from that injury, playing all 16 games, just what did that tell you about?
Yeah, I mean, it broke my heart to watch him have to fight through the rehab throughout the year, because he's the guy that wants to be on the field every minute. He's the first guy on, last guy off, and he wasn't able to. It just accentuated how what it took for him to work through that. From a really bad injury, he came roaring back, played every game, did everything he could, and played great. He's in great shape now. He's ready to go, and we're really happy to be able to reward him with that, with this recognition.
So he's confident in his health now. Is he 100%? He hasn't been able to play preseason games.
Yeah, but he's ready to go. He's been fine really throughout.
What can you tell us about your quarterback situation?
Well, I can tell you that it's not completed yet, so we have to just wait a bit. But we're just trying to get better, and we're competing to find a way in every area of our football. And should this come through like we're hoping, then we will have done that.
Is it mobility, youth, all of that? What are you upgrading?
Am I okay to talk about him? Yeah. Okay. So, well, he's going in. I think it's his fourth year now. He's played quite a bit. Started a bunch of games last year. We've been able to see him, and really see how he's developed, and we liked him coming out of college as well. He's big. He runs well. He's got a good arm. He's got good vision on the field. He's made a lot of big throws and big plays. He really gives you the thought that he could come in the game and keep it moving. So thought that it was just too good of an opportunity to pass up, and hopefully we'll be able to complete it.
A situation like this, how soon can you spin up a backup quarterback to be game ready in your system?
Well, it'll depend a little bit, but we'll be cranking to get him ready as soon as possible. I don't know that yet.
How much did you like the idea of having not only a young guy with upside, but who also has started games in the NFL?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. He started, I believe, 9 games last year. He's also been in a really good program. He's been coached really well. We think that exposure only helps him. He's a good communicator. He's very good learner. He studies really hard. He works at it, and so I know he's gained a lot during the time he's been there, playing around Aaron and all that. It could only help you. And Mike McCarthy's a great coach, and we have great respect for how they approach the game. So we know he has that in his background as well.
What are you looking for in this last preseason game and being able to wrap it up here at home?
Yeah, it's we have a number of competitive situations where guys are battling, and we're looking for guys that are trying to start. We're looking for guys who are looking for play time. We're looking for guys to make the roster. We're looking for guys to make the practice squad. There's all kinds of considerations here, and that's what this game's for. We need to put those guys out there and give them a chance to show for themselves. And we're really pulling for them. This is after this whole off season and then through the preseason, for these guys to get to this point now where they're still competing for it. We've grown to really have a feeling for these guys. We want to see them come through, and so that's what we're trying to promote, an opportunity for that, and we'll see what happens. We don't have to rush to any decisions on anything. It'll come down, crashing down on us in the next couple of days after the game's over, and we'll figure it out. With a lot of information already, in the hopper, we'll close it out with this.
How's Byron Maxwell doing?
He's not going to be able to play this week. He didn't make it back. We expect to see him play. We're really happy about that.
Do you know any more on KJ, how the surgery went with him?
Everything went really well, as we're always told, and we're very positive about it. He stayed a couple days to make sure that he ensured that the recovery from the surgery, and we haven't seen him yet.
Do you know yet if it was the same knee he had a procedure on last year?
I didn't ask him. I'm sorry, I wasn't concerned about that one. I didn't ask that. I don't know.
What did they find exactly?
It was a cleanup job, scope, arthroscopic surgery, and hopefully that minimally invasive kind of an approach to it that will really help him recover in a hurry.
What are your thoughts
From the fullback position after making some moves there.
Well, we've really been happy with Trey's progress, but he didn't, he didn't make, he wasn't able to make it all the way through camp. We picked up a guy, Daniel Marks, that looks like he's got good background at the position, and he's tough and physical. He's caught the ball well. He's really smart. That even in spite of the fact he went to Stanford, I don't want to give him too much credit, but no, he's a really bright kid, and he's picked up everything, and so he'll play in the game. We'll see what happens there.
Back yet, or can he get back?
He is back. He practiced, yes.
Will he play tomorrow? Not necessarily.
We'll see.
Can this the offense in the past? You haven't even had last year. Didn't have a fullback, but I would assume with the emphasis this year,
it's been a nice return to the opportunity and the potential to play with the back in the backfield, in front of the tailback. We've always liked that. We just ran out of guys last year and weren't able to, but we're happy to have it back. That's why we got a couple guys in the program, and it's an area of focus for us.
Tedrick Thompson, what's his status?
He's doing pretty well. He's coming back. See how it goes. He'll be able to. We really see him being able to be available for the opener.
Something happened to Marcus Johnson?
He fell. Yeah, he did fall catching a ball the other day. He's got somewhat of a hip pointer, kind of not a real severe one, but he's one that he's trying to get back for the game.
Something happened to Eric Walden?
Yeah, he had a hip flexor concern.
Has Nick been an option as a fullback?
He's played. If you looked, he's played a little bit already. Nick does know this offense really well. He's really well versed, so we have flexibility to move him around too. Yes.
Know any more Ed Dixon and what his situation is?
I spent some time with him this morning, and we're just pushing to try to make this turn. He hasn't been able. He had an issue coming back that something else got aggravated, so it's exacerbated the problem of just returning where he can get in shape and all that. So we'll go at it. We're really a couple days at a time here to see how he does. I'm anxious to hear what they said after his workout today, and we'll see. But he won't make it for the game.
With Amara Darboh having been out so much, what do you need to see from him?
Well, I just want to see him play ball again. We've seen a lot of him. We know him well. We like him. He's been a really aggressive player, been a good special teamer and all that. Just like to see him get back out and show that he's back, really, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Shaquem, how big is every game rep right now if there's potential for him to play in?
Yeah, this is a really important opportunity for him. Now, he's played a lot, so he's got extensive playing time, and he's made great progress. He played his best game last week. Even though he had a lot of tackles in the opener, he really played the best he's played this past weekend. So this is important. We'll see him continue to get better and clean things up and make sure he's really accountable. He's a running and hitting guy. We don't worry about that. It's just making sure he's really playing the scheme really well, and he's really precise about all his fits and all that. It's a bit of a race, for him to get there, because he's been more of an outside guy in his career. So we've adapted him to be an inside linebacker on the weak side, and we'd like to be able to use his speed and his range and all that. So he's working really hard at it. He's been a very astute worker, been a really sharp communicator and all that stuff. So a lot of good things are positive, and now he's like to see him put it together again, and have another big week next week, and we'll hopefully add to that.
Is there sort of an element of working alongside Bobby as well that they get those?
Yeah, which he hasn't been able. He hasn't played with Bobby, and so that's will be a real asset. Bobby's obviously in great command of everything, and he'll be able to help him at every turn, and that's as good an asset as you could have playing next to you.
Any better idea when you have KJ back?
No, sorry, I don't know any more than They talked about a couple weeks. It was the most optimistic we could be.
J.R. Sweezy?
Sweeze had a really good week. This was his first week officially back practicing and working, and he did very well. With Fluke being down, he worked at the right side as well as his drill work on the other side. He's showing us that flexibility, which is good. It's really good to have Sweeze back out there. He's a great competitor, as he's always been, and he fits right in, so we're real happy to have him.
What's Fluker's situation?
I had a hamstring that bothered him coming out of the game.
How is Alex Magoo's progress here in the last few weeks?
Well, he's been up and down some. He's shown really bright spots. He's shown the athleticism and the good arm and all that stuff. That it's not hard to tell that. But he's just trying to embrace the offense and handle and take care of the football the way we need him to. But he's made some really big plays and some great throws, so you can see the upside, and we can always also see the newness. It's just going to take some time for him to keep developing, but he's made good progress.
Is Rashad Penny going to play?
He matter of fact, I think today's the day he got his cast off. So he is, and he's already been running with us out on the field and all that, and so we'll see.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry for the bigness.